Hey everyone, and welcome. Have you ever stared at a prescription, just kind of wondering what all those names actually mean? Well, today we're going to break it all down for you. Let's dive right into our guide on India's most prescribed medicines.
So we're going to tell you all about the top medicines sold in India. These are the ones you should definitely know about if you or your loved ones are dealing with some of these common health issues. Welcome to Fresh Vitals, your go-to spot for clear health info. Okay, before we jump in, and this is really important, please remember this guide is just for learning. You should always talk to your doctor before taking any medication. They're the real experts on your health.
All right, this slide right here, this is the key to everything we're about to talk about. You've got the brand name. Think of it like the car model, Dolo 650 or Calpol. Then you have the active salt. That's the engine, the actual chemical like paracetamol that does all the work. Getting this difference is a total game changer, I promise. It helps you understand what you're taking, and it can even help you spot when two different-looking boxes are actually the exact same medicine.
So here's the plan. We'll start with the basics, pain and fevers. Then we'll get into antibiotics, followed by the big stuff, chronic conditions. After that, we'll cover digestive and breathing issues, and finally, some specialized medicines before we wrap it all up with the key takeaways you won't want to forget. Okay, part 1, common pains and fevers. We're talking about the go-to medicines you'd find in pretty much any home for headaches, fevers, and all those everyday aches.
Now take a look at this. See Dolo 650 and Calpol? Different brands, right? But look at the salt. Both are just paracetamol. Now check out Combiflam and Flexon. They're a combo of ibuprofen and paracetamol, great for when pain comes with a bit of swelling. And as you go down the list, brands like Zerodol or Volvaran use totally different salts like aceclofenac or diclofenac for more specific kinds of pain.
Okay, let's get serious for a second because this is really important. Even these common medicines have risks. Too much paracetamol is bad for your liver. Things like ibuprofen and diclofenac, a big no-no if you have ulcers or certain heart conditions. And nimesulide is not for kids. Always be aware of these warnings.
All right, on to part 2, fighting bacterial infections. Let's talk about antibiotics. These are the heavy hitters for taking on bacteria. And just remember, bacteria and viruses are completely different things.
And here we go again, another perfect example of brand versus salt. Look at Augmentin and Moxicine CV. You're looking at the exact same active ingredients. And get this, Taxim-O, Ziffy, and Lupifix. All different brand names for the very same salt, cefixime. It really shows you how one active ingredient can be sold under so many different labels. Now listen up, because these rules for antibiotics are non-negotiable. First, you have to finish the entire course your doctor gives you, even if you start feeling better. Stopping early is how we get superbugs. And please, never use them for a common cold. That's a virus, and they won't do a thing. And of course, always let your doctor know about any allergies.
Okay, let's shift gears to part 3, managing chronic conditions. These are the medicines that people often take every single day for long-term health issues like diabetes or heart problems.
So what's the big picture here? Well, it really boils down to two main goals. With diabetes meds, it's all about keeping blood sugar in check to prevent damage down the road. And with cardiovascular meds, the focus is on controlling blood pressure and cholesterol to keep your heart safe and sound. Let's glance at some of the top medicines for diabetes. You'll notice brands like Glycomet GP and Jonamet are often a combination, with metformin being a super common ingredient. And hey, look at that! Amaryl and Zorial are just two different brand names for the same salt, Glymipride. All these work in slightly different ways to help manage type 2 diabetes. It's a similar story for heart health. You've got different tools for different jobs. Atorvastatin and Rozavas are what we call statins. Their job is to lower cholesterol. Ecosprin and Clopilot are blood thinners. And then you have a whole bunch like Telma, Amlodac, and Medalar that are all about controlling high blood pressure. And with these powerful long-term meds, safety is the #1 priority. A lot of them can be hard on your kidneys or liver, which is why regular checkups are an absolute must. Some, like Telma, are a definite no during pregnancy. The bottom line, regular monitoring with your doctor isn't just a suggestion, it's essential.
All right, let's move on to part 4, digestive and respiratory relief. This section covers all those super common issues, from heartburn and tummy troubles to allergies and asthma.
For stomach problems, you'll see a lot of medicines that end in prazole, like Pantacid and Omez. Their job is to reduce stomach acid. Acelac and Zinatac use a different salt, ranitidine, to do a similar thing. Then you have others for different issues, like Domstol for nausea or Normexin for painful cramps.
Now for breathing and allergies,
For asthma, you've got inhalers like Foracort or the well-known blue rescue inhaler Astalin. And for allergies, you've got pills like Monter, which is often for allergy-related asthma. And then the classic antihistamines like Allegra, Cetirizine, and Xyzal for all that sneezing and sniffling.
Just a few quick practical warnings here. Those really strong acidity meds, they're not meant to be taken forever without your doctor's okay. A lot of allergy pills can make you drowsy, so definitely be careful if you're driving. And hey, if you use an inhaler, make sure you know the right way to use it. It makes a world of difference. And now for our last big category, Part 5, Specialized Care and Wellness. This is kind of the catch-all group, covering everything from nerve issues and skin creams to vitamins. This slide just gives you a little taste of this wide-ranging group. You've got neurological meds like linazepam for anxiety. For skin issues, you might see something like Betnovate, which is a steroid cream. And then, of course, there's the wellness side, with supplements like Shellcal for calcium or a multivitamin like A to Z. So, after all of that, what's the main takeaway? We've boiled it all down to 3 golden rules. Number 1, focus on the salt. The brand name is just marketing. The active salt is what actually works. Number 2, always follow your doctor's advice. It's personalized just for you. And number 3, speak up. Ask questions. You are your own best health advocate. And that wraps up our deep dive into India's top medicines. We really hope breaking it down like this helps you feel more in control. And it gets us thinking, what other health topic seems way too complicated? Let us know what you'd like us to tackle next. If you found this guide helpful, do us a huge favor and hit that like button, share it with family and friends, and drop any questions or ideas in the comments below. And make sure you subscribe to Fresh Vitals so you don't miss out on more simple, clear health info. Thanks for watching.